Nick, if I'm honest with you, I mean, the fact of the matter is, we're halfway through our World Cup group campaign, and for us, we've said it before, we didn't come here to make up the numbers, so for us to put up a performance and get a win this weekend is incredibly important. What those permutations are that come after that, we've still got another game 4 days later. There's ifs, whens, and buts for other teams to do other things. So I think we've got to be a little bit careful of using that as overclouding the moment. The issue we've got at the moment now is that we've got a very good Argentinian team to go out and play, and we really want to put up our hand and try and get a victory. And then our focus will be 4 days later against Tonga. So we came to this World Cup to perform, and I think so far, particularly against France, we had a very good performance, but we want to take that to a different level now. It's definitely our intention to consistently pick an experienced team, and unfortunately some injuries set us back a little bit last week with losing a handful of guys. Will, Hurley and Paul most notably, but they're back now, and a couple of other small changes and tweaks here, keeping in mind of course that obviously we've got this very important game against Argentina and then a very quick turnaround, so half an eye on that game as well in terms of team selection. You don't want to plan for missed eventualities, but you very well may be in a situation where you do know certain guys have played every game. It's going to be tough for them to turn around in 4 days. So Nick was, as you well know, Nick got that injury against Canada in the first game against in the PNC, and did extraordinarily well to come back and rehab himself, put in a huge amount of time and effort. But I think it took its toll against him, in the first couple of games, and so actually Nick's being rested this week, and luckily we've got the experience of Greg to call on. You've got to try and assess the situation as a coach, but you do sometimes get a sense that there's other guys in the group that are also hungry and want an opportunity, and so you take a calculated risk when it comes to something like that, because obviously we know what we've got in Sean, and he's fantastic. He's been a brilliant servant for us, but we think that Ruben and Nate have really stepped up at training and put their hand up. So excited to see them get a start and for Nate to be involved. Obviously, Marcel is an outstanding 13, but we just feel that, watching the Argentinians in the last couple of weeks, they've put a lot of pressure on through their kicking game, and we just thought a little bit more height in the wing with Marcel, and again the same situation as the Ruben and Bryce thing. I beg your pardon, the Ruben and Nate thing. Bryce has been training extraordinarily well, and when he did get a run last week, he put his hand up, and so we've opted to go back with that combination that we've used many